I have had enough. Enough of sitting on my butt all day watching YouTube videos. It's time to take my own life into my own hands and have some real fun. So instead today I put my mountain bike in the back of my car. I'm heading out to a mountain bike trail where I'll be able to do some mountain biking and also do some filming. Problem is, my camera equipment is going to weigh several kgs. I'm gonna die. But enough talking, it's time to head on my way. The sooner I get there, the sooner I can get started. It all starts pretty rubbishly because of course I've got to hike up like a huge hill which is going to absolutely kill me, but it will be totally worth it when I start to head back down. So without further ado, let's get on our way. First part of my first ascent complete. I'm honestly dying because of course it's so steep, so hard. At least they've installed a concrete path which makes it 10 times easier. The only thing that would make it better would be a chairlift. Damn, I wish I was in Canada right now. Oh, but it feels so good to be out in nature with all that wind, even if it is destroying my audio right now, and just trying to enjoy myself. I'm obviously very unfit for this type of riding, but it's good to be out on that bike again. Oh, and it's about to fall over. But no, I think it's staying. That's good. But anyway, time to continue riding. I've got still a little more to ascend before my first descent. I'm still deciding what path I want to take, simply because, of course, I'm tired already and it's only my first run. So yeah, let's get things started. Oh, first ascent complete. I'm at the top, about to drop into my first trail. I'm honestly so tired. I'm covered in sweat. I literally wiped my arm against my glasses by accident, and just the amount of moisture. Oh, moist. But funny little fact, just that way, about 1.6 k's along this trail was where I had one of my first professional photography shoots. It was with the local council, and honestly it was insanely cool, and it's just nice little memories remembering, you know, the places that I've been with my photography. It hasn't been that many places, to be quite honest with you, but it's slowly growing and slowly getting better and better. But it's time to stop talking, get back onto my bike and start my first descent. Now, the ascent is absolutely exhausting and pretty miserable. As soon as you start descending, it's frickin' amazing. So yeah, let's get back on the bike and start the real fun now. I wanna know you inside. My first bit of downhill is now complete. That was honestly so amazing, even if I wrecked myself completely and utterly twice. The first one I actually managed to capture, so I'm going to show you it right now. The second time, unfortunately, I didn't manage to capture it, but it was so much worse. So I'm riding along pretty darn quickly, and I come around this blind corner, and all of a sudden there's like a little lip, like almost a jump, that goes straight into a berm, which is like this tilted corner. And I'm like, oh no, and my wheel just locks up, my front wheel, and of course I go over directly into this really steep berm, and I'm like, oh no, ouchies. So I'm lying on the ground, checking my hands, checking my legs, checking everything that nothing is broken. I'm somehow okay. I continue riding when I'm like, wait, I need this shot here, and I go into my bag and I'm like, oh, something may well be broken. I go on and everything by some miracle is fine. I pretty much landed on top of my backpack, and I've got my tripod, 2 lenses, my phone, so much in there, and nothing was broken. It was a miracle. But right now I'm about to continue on my descent over into the Waianuiomata Valley. Is it a valley? I don't know, I'm just calling it that. But I'm going to head down there. There's some trails over that way, like there's a ton of trails. That's where most of the bike park is. I'm going to head down there onto a pretty simple track, get right down to the bottom, come back up here, and then I'm going to head back down the other way, the way that I came up, so that I can head on home. But enough talk, let's get going and have some fun. So I finished my first run. Now what's left to do, I have to head back up to the top of the hill here, simply because of course my car is over the other side of the hill. I've got to get up there, and then there's another trail that I haven't taken, which will take me all the way back to my car, and that trail is freaking cool. Hopefully I won't have to stop too often, because of course there are some cool features, and whenever I want to see a cool feature, I'm like, hey, I have to stop and get that. I gotta say, I've had a marvelous time today. It's so good to get out on my own to do this sort of thing, simply because I don't. Because it's pretty expensive in terms of fuel, and because of course I don't have the motivation often, but when I do, it's amazing. And once again, we're back at the top after a fantastic time. There's only one more trail to do, and then I'm able to head home. I know that sounds pretty bad, but I'm exhausted, to be quite honest, and home is going to be flippin' amazing. The big thing about this trail though is there are a few features that I know I love, and there's one literally 100 meters down the trail, so I need to pack everything up and then unpack everything, set up my tripod just so that I can get that first shot. You'll know when you see it, I think. I now feel like I can definitely say today was a successful day. I had so much fun mountain biking over at the Wainui Mountain Bike Park. I don't actually think that's the name of it, but you know, that's the place that they call it, so I'll go with it. But as hopefully I've already said, I'm exhausted, absolutely destroyed after that, just because of course there are so many hills, you have to cycle up all of them, and you just want to die by the end of it, like in a good way though. I'm just about to head home, but before I do, I've got some exploring to do. I'm not going to bother bringing the camera along just because I don't know how much exploring I'm going to be able to do. Plus it's really weird, a guy walking around with a camera in a place that you don't know if you're supposed to be. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to head home, and we might finish up the video when we arrive there. So I have now arrived home after a fantastic day. I've of course showered, I've done all my jobs for the evening, and I've had dinner, which is just nice. For now, I'm going to relax for the rest of my evening, going to edit up this video. I've also been offered some incredible opportunities today, which is super great. I've got to think in my head what I want to do with my life and just organize it, to be quite honest with you. I'm not going to give anything away through this vlog, very simply because I need to confirm some stuff, but it's exciting. And it's exciting to see where my life is heading, although pretty terrifying, to be quite honest with you.